Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be analyzing two data visualizations, one that misleads viewers and one that communicates effectively. These examples demonstrate how the same type of chart, a bar chart, can either inform or deceive depending on the design choices. Let's start off with what not to do. This bar chart compares the poll results between two political candidates. What is the author trying to graph? They're showing support percentages for two candidates, and you can see the candidates' names on the x-axis and the categories no inherent order. The y-axis shows support percentages, which is continuous ratio variable. The encoding method includes a vertical bar where height represents percentage, different colors for each candidate, and position along the x-axis. In terms of Fuse taxonomy, this is a nominal comparison, comparing values across different categories. Now, why is this bad? This is textbook example of manipulation. Look closely at the y-axis. It starts at 44% instead of 0. The actual difference is only 1%, 46 versus 47. But visually, the right bar appears roughly 10 times taller. This violates the principle of graphical integrity. The visual representation is completely disproportionate to the actual data. It creates false narrative of crushing victory. When the race is statistically tied, there's also no margin of error shown and no indication of a sample size. This type of truanced access can be appropriate in some contexts, like tracking small fluctuations in stock prices, but when comparing discrete categories, it's misleading and potentially unethical. Now, let's look at an effective bar graph or visualization. This bar chart shows CO2 emissions by country. What's being graphed? Global CO2 emissions, comparing which countries produce the most. The variables country names on that x-axis as a nominal variable, and CO2 emissions in gigatons are the y-axis as continuous ratio variable. The encoding used vertical bar height represents emission values with strategic use of color, red for China and all the other countries. This is also a nominal comparison in a infused taxonomy with an added ranking element, since countries are ordered from highest to lowest. Why is this effective? First, the y-axis properly starts at 0, providing honest visual representation. The bar size accurately reflects the data. China emissions really are that much higher. Second, notice the strategic use of color. Red highlights the key insights. China's dominance in emissions, while the other colors you can see it clearly on that white background. This is a smart design. Color reinforces the messages rather than decorating it. Third, the choice is beautifully simple. No 3D effects, no unnecessary decoration, no chart junk, just clean bar on clear grids. The human eye is excellent at comparing bar lengths, and the chart leverages that strength perfectly. Finally, the properly labeled with units ordered logically, as it uses adequate white space. Everything about the chart says, I respect your time and intelligence. So what did we learn? Both charts use the same visualization type bar graphs, but their effectiveness differs dramatically. The bad example manipulates scale to create false impressions. The good example uses proper scale, strategic color, and minimalist design to communicate clearly.